happened last time too, I think.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Happy beautiful.
everyone.
Hi. Happy beautiful summer day, summer evening over in Europe for you, Davy.
Yes, and finally it's summery.
Oh yeah. Has it been?
I was like, I hope by the time you get here, it's gonna like be proper summer. No, it's been like it was 15 degrees the day before yesterday. Like, we were like, oh,
Wow.
stuff is
Yeah.
changing.
Yeah. 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 So Davy is wonderful Access Consciousness certified facilitator. She's hosting me in Zurich, Switzerland, in a few weeks for a 3-day body class, Access Consciousness 3-day body class. And I'm also going to be going to Hamburg the first weekend in August for a 3-day body class as well. So we have two German speaking, German translated body classes, which will be great.
Jawohl.
Yeah. So you had said, so we wanted to just kind of chat about bodies, and you had said, Davy, you wanted to ask me some questions about what your body can contribute to your life.
Yeah, because I find that such a beautiful thing, but I find it difficult sometimes to put words to how does the energetic work on the body then make life greater, and how does that contribute?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just hiking actually, and I was actually just kind of thinking about this, like how when we change, I'm always geeking out on body stuff. So I'm always like, so, but how, when we change our body, our whole life changes. And when we change our life, our body can change. Like it goes both ways,
Mhm.
we can approach change and transformation and consciousness from all angles, and you know we I was thinking about babies actually, because I just spent the last weekend with my great nephew, who's
Mhm.
7 months old, and he's just a really content baby. He's just very like happy, content, and his body is just like, babies don't have body stuff, for the most part. I mean, some babies are sick, but I'm talking about like the tissue of their bodies. And, for most healthy babies, like they don't have like structural, tension and, tension headaches and stress, the shoulders are hiked up and, all these things that we develop over time, and we develop as we begin to develop our minds, and we begin to develop as adults, which starts around the time that kids start to be formally educated, around the age of 6. As our minds start to develop, it starts to shape the structure of our bodies, the energetics of our bodies. It's where we start to have limitations with our bodies. And what occurs is like things get held. The body is this like incredible organism of consciousness that, like a baby's body, a healthy baby's body, it moves, it's open, it's functioning beautifully. It doesn't reflect the points of view, the personality of the person, because that baby doesn't have a personality yet, really. They don't have a mind yet. They haven't been educated into the limitations of the world, And so as we get educated into the limitations of the world, and we have these life experiences that are unique to everybody, that, shape the points of view that we have, and, how we show up in the world. Our bodies start to take that on, our bodies take on our personalities, our bodies take on they take on kind of like the structure of our points of view. Our bodies don't have points of view. They don't have personalities. They're just pure consciousness. And so when you start to change your body, and particularly with the energetic tools of Access Consciousness, so the the body processes that are in these 3-day body classes, and like SE is another one, and where you bring these energetics, different energies to the body. Then our bodies actually, especially, I mean, a 3-day body class, like people, they spend 3 days receiving and gifting energy work. It's all about that, and so it's like your body just sort of like takes you on this journey of what it knows beyond structure, beyond personality, beyond points of view. And you kind of come out the other side being a different person, because you've given your body the time and the space to have its own stage in a way in your life and show you what it knows. So it's just it's so easy. It's too easy.
Like people come in like, oh, I want to change this, and it's because of this, and it's because of, and then something totally different happens. You're like, wow, okay,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. And a lot of times, one of the things I love about the 3-day body classes is we do not have to talk, and a lot of times my classes tend to be, depends on the class. I'm happy to talk if people ask questions, but a lot of times it's not really required. The bodies are just like, we got you. Just, rest and relax for 3 days and you'll be different. Things will be different at the end. You don't have to work so hard,
and understand what is happening with your brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so are there also things stored in the body that happen to us?
Oh, you mean like traumas and things like that?
For example, or even just, if someone screamed at you when you were a kid and you went like this and now you're like a little hunchbacky or something.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because our bodies, I mean, it's part of the interaction between our mind and our bodies and our nervous system and the energetics of, how we show up. And also we have these amazing capacities. Our bodies have these amazing capacities we have these amazing capacities to perceive energies. Our bodies do too, in a way, but we also our bodies have these amazing capacities to heal people, to facilitate things, And so if you have an angry parent, you might be constantly trying to heal your parent, or constantly trying to heal their body. And you might be using your body to do that. And that is going to create a particular energetic reality and a diminishment of what you can be, what you can, how you can show up in the world, what you can create. It can also diminish your body. It can create health problems. I mean, it just depends on the person, but yeah, our bodies definitely take that stuff on. And then our bodies become limited when they don't have to be.
Yeah. And also I found that my points of view about my body also changed with the work. Like my preferences, or I'm not good at movement, or these weird points of view I had about my body. It's like, hold on a second. Do I really not like to move, or is that just something that like got entrained at some point?
Yeah. Well, I mean, movement is a big love of mine, and
It's a movement goddess.
Yeah, and we are going to be doing in those 3-day body classes, in the one in Zurich and in Hamburg. I'll be offering a free bowspring movement class at lunch for people who would like to play with this amazing modality that I've been playing with. That is also just an incredible way to create a lot of changes in our body. But the thing is, bodies actually love to move. Bodies are designed to move. I mean, we've got all these joints, it's like we're, like their bodies are designed to move, and they actually quite enjoy it. But they may just enjoy a different type of movement than what you think you should do, and people are more into like exercise than movement, and I'm like, why would you exercise when you can move, like move your body in a way that's enjoyable to you? Now, there's lots of different things you can play with out there that are possibilities for movement, and that'll also shift with the body classes. It's like, because for me, like when I take these body classes, it's like there's just so much more space in my body the kitties coming to say hi. I love it. There's so much more space. There's so much more possibility. There's so much more just like my body is just happier, you know? And then
Yeah.
it's, hey, let's try this. Let's do this. You know, our food preferences change, our clothing preferences change. I mean, so many things change.
I actually started eating a bit of meat again since doing Access, which before was like a total no-go, total judgment. It's evil, it's bad. And believe it or not, I'm eating raw meat. I'm like, what?
I love that.
Give me the raw meat. Like every now and again, my body is like, and that I even listen is such magic for me.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it is I mean, really, I would say really what occurs in these classes is that we step into a space of communion with our bodies that didn't exist before. And that there's no how or why or what do we need to do to make that happen. You run the body processes. There's 60 different processes in this manual. There's a new one about personalities that's really amazing. It's very it's about melting personalities, and it's very, very melty.
And there's a new one since the foundation also about money, no? And abundance.
I think so. I'm like, there's so many new
since
body
the CF training in Rome. Since the CF training in Rome, they added one about money.
Yeah. So the manual's basically been updated last like a few weeks ago. I just facilitated a class a couple weeks ago where we had the new manual like hot off the press. So there's I mean, there's just so many processes, and you just ask the body, you know, what it would like to receive, and then it'll just give you that information. And it's a great practice too. And like, just leave your mind at the door, you know, leave your mind at the door.
Yes, please.
You can pick it up, you know, on day 3 if you want to. So, yeah.
Wow. I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. I'm already perceiving it. And we have a really beautiful space as well.
Yeah.
It's all glass and into the woods and the garden and nature.
Yeah, that venue is kind of like, we kind of like created the class around the venue. I was taking pictures of it and going, because we were looking at me coming in February, and I was like, let's go there in the summer.
This venue.
Yeah. So sometimes the earth pulls us, you know. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm really looking forward to it. So the Zurich 3-day body class is July 18th, 19th,
21st.
Yeah. And we'll have German translation.
Yes.
And Czech translation as well. We just added. Yeah. And then 2 weeks later in Hamburg, August 3rd through 5th, another 3-day body class, German translation. And, you know, and what I've been doing lately is a free bowspring movement class at lunch one day for anybody who, you know, just would like to play. I do SE bodywork sessions on the side for people that would like that. I have kind of a special going this summer on those sessions. And then I also do a group SOP session at some point outside of class as well. So a lot of extra yumminess and, you know, summer deliciousness. And I'm excited.
Great.
Yeah.
Yay.
So, great. Well, thank you, Davy. Thanks everybody for being here now and later. And see you in Europe.
Yes. Thank you for coming. I'm so excited.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.